Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Kara Corey here, and we are here to talk all things Buffbunny collection summer sale. And not only are we doing the big summer sale, but there is also a huge summer essential restock. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you all the details you need to know to shop the sale if you're interested, make your life as easy as possible to get the best deals, my must-have picks for you within the collections that we've seen this past year, as well as review for you all the new pieces, which are mostly restocks. It's not really new pieces, but we're gonna go through all the new pieces and do try-ons for the summer essential restock. Grab yourself a little snack and a notebook so you can get all your details written down and get ready to shop the sale. The summer sale is starting very soon. It's gonna begin Wednesday, July 2nd at 2 p.m. EST, and it's gonna run through July 6th until midnight. So you have about 4 days to shop the sale. The entire website is gonna be up to 70% off, and that includes all the new items that I'm gonna try on for you today. All of the restocks are gonna be included. Everything is on sale. You do not need to add a code to get those sales, but what you can do is add code Kara. That is stackable, so you'll be able to get that additional discount on top of everything that's already gonna be marked down on the website. Summer essential pieces I'm gonna go through are not listed on the website yet, but just a little tip for you to make your life easier is to, number one, have an actual account with Buffbunny Collection. It makes it easy because then you can save a shopping cart. So that's what I like to do. Right now I've already gone in and I've built out a shopping cart for some of the pieces that I want to shop. And historically, if you do that ahead of time, once the sale hits, those pieces usually do just remain in your cart with the discounted sale price. So it can make things really easy. Obviously double check everything, but you can definitely start ahead and start adding pieces to your cart. So that's what I would recommend you do, especially if there's some pieces you want that maybe don't have a ton of stock left. Make your life easier and start putting your cart together. I will be doing a live launch party the day that the sale and the essentials drop, so you can join me here live on YouTube Wednesday. That's July 2nd, friends, at 11:30 EST. I will be here doing my normal live launch party for a couple hours because I feel like it's gonna be a really good time for you all to ask any questions on any of the pieces you're curious about, right? So we've got a lot on the website available, and you can go through my old YouTube playlist for Buffbunny Collection. I have an entire Buffbunny Collection playlist. You're gonna be able to find all the review videos there for all the collections that are still live on the website, and time codes are in the description box, so you can easily bounce around and see what I think about different pieces. But sometimes pieces weren't included in those initial videos, or you just want to hear my updated thoughts. So this live launch party is going to be for you to discuss any questions you have about any of the pieces available on the site. It's really just going to be a rapid fire Q&A, anything you need to know to put together your perfect cart. I fully understand these sales are the best time to either try new pieces that you didn't want to pay full price for, or maybe you've just been eyeing something for a while, or you really want to try a performance fabric and you want those discounts. So this is a really good time to try new things or stock up on the stuff that you absolutely love. I will be here to help you shop at the live launch party July 2nd. So set those calendar reminders and come on over and join me here on YouTube. I will be doing a $1,000 giveaway for the month of July. So anytime you choose to make a purchase using my code Kara, send that over to me, because each purchase using code Kara throughout the month will give you an entry into my giveaway, where we will gift away a $100 gift card to Buffbunny Collection, just to thank you for supporting me with this brand and for everything that I do here on YouTube and on Instagram to help y'all shop for these launches. Also, let me know down in the comments below for the live launch party if there's particular pieces that you want me to pull out, because I love doing live try-ons to actively show stuff. I think that's just the best way for you to make a decision. So if you're like, Kara, I really want you to pull back out the fashion print shorts or whatever it may be. If there's particular items you want me to kind of get ready to go, and then I can try those on for the live launch party while answering your questions, I'm so happy to do so. Let's dive into all the summer essential pieces that are restocking. It is mostly return items, but a couple newish pieces and things that I just want to touch on so you have all the information that you need. So we are going to start out with the very first piece that is a brand new item, if you will. This is the butter short sleeve hip top. I need to look at my notebook because I will never remember that name. We have seen butter tops before, so this is the same fabric that you're used to. You are gonna see me wearing this top in 2 colors. So because we were allowed to get PR for this restock in a few things, I did go ahead and got a couple sizes just so you could see the difference in sizing. So you're gonna see me wearing this top in the Candy Crush in an extra small, which is my true size. I normally wear extra small in everything Buffbunny collection, but to be able to give you an idea how things would look if you sized up, I also got the Tequila Sunrise in a size small. So this top is meant to be more of a body skimming fit. It does kind of snatch you in quite a bit. So this will give you a little idea of sizing wise which way you may want to go. I personally prefer my extra small. I don't love the way the small looks on me, but it does provide that extra room within the body. So if you are someone that wants a little extra leeway, you could size up in this top. However, I do prefer my true to size on this one. This top is a very basic scoop in the front. It does have that super tiny cap sleeve that I know not everyone does. It kind of hits you right in the armpit. I will say it doesn't bother my armpit. It's not bothersome or annoying, but I just like to note that it does sit right in the armpit. So it can get a little sweaty in there, if you will. This top does not have any built-in bust pads or anything like that. You could throw in cup pads. I'm actually right now just wearing a normal Skims bra underneath. I actually prefer the way this top looks with a bra underneath, even though I despise bras. This one I like because it just gives me a little extra push up front. Butter fabric, if you have never tried it, you really should. It's soft, it's stretchy, it's quite lightweight feeling. It's a nylon spandex combo, so you get a really good stretch to it. The backside is just a full coverage backside. And when you just look at the top, it looks like it's gonna have a little flare to it. It really doesn't. It's just meant to be able to cover your hips and really sit and stay on your hips, which I do feel like it stays in place quite nicely. And it does come down just right over my hip bone. So it does truly fit at the hips for me. With the increase in size, I get just a little extra length, and mostly you'll notice a lot of extra room throughout that backside. You can really see a lot of extra fabric, a little bit of extra rolling back there, which is why for me, I really feel like this is a true to size top. But I do love this top. I love that we're getting it in 2 bright colors. And in general, I just love that we're seeing more full length top options from the brand. The Foxy flares are restocking, and I honestly can't even remember the last time that we saw Foxy flares. It's been a minute. The Foxy flares I have in 2 different colors. I also went ahead and got 2 different inseams so that I could show you that differentiation as well. So you're seeing me wear them in Candy Crush with the top, kind of giving a full bodysuit moment just to show you what that would look like. The Candy Crush I got in the short inseam, which is a 30-inch inseam. Keeping in mind I'm 5'2". All of my measurements are in the description box if you're unfamiliar. In the black pair, I went ahead and I got the regular length. The regular length is 32 inches for an inseam. You also have a third option of a tall inseam, which is 34 inches. I had a feeling I did not need the regular length, but I just wanted to grab it to showcase for you the differences between the two, because the length is really important when it comes to flares, and you also need to keep in mind what shoes you might be wearing when you wear your flares to make your best decision. So I personally prefer the short, but hopefully this gives you a good idea of how the two look different. If you've never tried Foxy flares, they are in Newbury fabric, which is nylon spandex, the most popular fabric from the brand. Really soft brush, and it is a little bit thicker than butter fabric. So you get like a nice light medium compression with these. These have no front seam on them, and on the back side you have that legacy detail. If you've ever tried the legacy leggings, you've got that tri-seam detail over your glutes. These do hug the calf slightly. They did improve them over the years at some point. They initially came out with the 70s collection, and they have opened up the calf slightly. I am someone that just has bigger calves for my legs, so you may notice I personally do get a little bit of hugging there, but not where I feel like it looks awkward or weird. It's pretty standard for a flare legging to look like that on me. The Candy Crush color in the short, I think fit me perfect. I'm wearing them with a chunkier shoe, and same for the black as well. But you can see the difference with that inseam length. I am stepping on the regular flares. Make sure that you get the appropriate inseam that's gonna work for you in the shoes that you're gonna wear with them. The flares for me are mostly a lifestyle piece. I don't work out in flares. You totally can. It's just not my gym vibe, but I love the flares for lifestyle. These you will find in my Buffbunny closet, in my travel favorites, something about grabbing a flare pant and a sweatshirt. It's cozy, it's cute, it looks put together for a travel day, and also working from home. They're just one of my go-tos for working from home. I did do a squat test with the sticker in there for all of the bottoms that I received. I really didn't feel like Candy Crush performed too bad. Newbury fabric, I feel like, does a really good job at not shearing out and does a nice job at cellulite coverage as well. So I'm really impressed with how Candy Crush looked. Black obviously is always going to be a gold standard if you really want to cover things up or you're less than confident when it comes to squatting and things shearing out. But Candy Crush, I didn't have any issues. I really feel like the sticker you couldn't see too bad whatsoever. If you're someone that's worn a Rosa or a Legacy before, I would size the exact same. Just make sure when you shop, you do need to go in and pick that inseam length. But otherwise, in the waist, in the hips, everywhere else fits just like you would expect from a Legacy legging. Returning, we have the Butter Square Neck Waist Tank. Again, that's a hard one for me to remember. We first saw these tanks in the Deadlift collection, and I absolutely love them. I bought every color I believe I have. So they are returning now in the Tequila Sunrise and the Candy Crush. I did the same thing that I did with this top, and you're seeing me wear the Candy Crush in an extra small and the Tequila Sunrise in a size small to be able to show you that differentiation. I personally, again, still prefer the extra small on me. I do think this top is meant to be a fitted look, true to size. However, if you want a little extra room, you can size up. I just feel like it started to get a little gapey on me, sizing up in the Tequila Sunrise. Maybe I can shrink it. I could try shrinking it to see if that works. But personally, I preferred the extra small on me. Now this top is very similar to the top I'm wearing. It's a little more squared off on the neckline. And then the difference is it's truly a tank. You have no cap sleeves there. So if you're someone that hates cap sleeves but loves the idea of a full length butter top, you could go with this version, doing the tank version. Same similarities here. There are no boob pads in there. You could wear a bra with this or just throw some cakes in there. Or honestly, it is double lined where I've gotten away with just wearing nothing underneath that. It just depends on your comfort. It does fit right down on your waist. You're not going to show any stomach with this one. And on the back side, it is full coverage. And just to show you the difference, I've got the tank in size small on top of the hip top. So you can see there is a couple extra inches if you go with the hip top versus the tank. So this one isn't going to go down all the way over your hip. This one is going to sit right more at your waistline, which if you're wearing a high-rise legging with it, you really won't see your stomach, but just keep that in mind. The length is a little bit different on these two. Now the PDF for this did say there were no changes, but unfortunately I definitely do think they made some updates to it. I did notice a fit difference from the Deadlift collection in extra small versus the Candy Crush collection. Not sure, just holding it up like this, you will be able to see it, but definitely in the armpit area that looks considerably more open, a little more breathable. And it looks like there was some extra width, a little bit of extra length added to it too. So for that reason, I really prefer this updated fit. I think they nailed it. Whereas the Deadlift version, it was pretty skin tight, which was part of the reason why I had wanted to try sizing up in these tops. Because I was thinking, well, maybe I'll like a little extra breathing room. But I do feel like the fit is a lot better on these now. So if you are someone that tried this top in Deadlift and felt like it was too tight, you may actually like your true to size on this one because it's definitely a better fit. So I don't have specific measurements available for you, but I can do some updated measurements and flat lay comparisons over on my Instagram, as well as in my Discord, the Buffbunny Babes. So if you do want to join my Discord, I will leave that link down in the description box. This is a supportive community of women just sharing our love for all things Buffbunny collection amongst a ton of other things. So would love to have you over in the community there. I will say this top overall, I do think is true to size, but you can see the comparisons. And if you just feel more comfortable sizing up in it, you could. Just keep in mind, if you're smaller chested like myself, you may not fully fill out this top section part. So you kind of have to figure out what you prefer with a top like this, because it is meant to be body skimming, but it still has a lot of nice stretch to it. This butter fabric in general is just nice and stretchy. Also consider that more of a lifestyle top. Not to say you can't work out in it, but for me so far, these are more lifestyle pieces with how I prefer to style them. And I do think pieces like this, both of the butter tops, will look awesome with jean shorts or skirts for the summertime. So if y'all want a little styling reel for IG to give you some ideas with the summer essentials, then let me know down in the comments below. We have a lot of graphic tees, tanks as pump covers within this restock. And I really do love having these in my collection. This is the Rep crop tee, just very basic black and white, really clean looking, says Buffbunny collection, one more rep. I really enjoy the fit of this, and the graphic itself I like. It's not too crazy. I'm a little picky when it comes to graphics and what they look like, but this one I like. I think it's just very appeasing to the eyes. The fit of this is definitely a very relaxed fit. I really enjoy how the sleeves fit on this one. So the sleeves come right down to my elbow, so they're nice and long, but also very airy and roomy. This is just a good top for me in the summertime when I'm not wanting to just walk around in a sports bra. I want like a little cute pump cover, but maybe don't want like a full-on baggy look. I feel like these are a great option to have. Just a really cute summer top. It's 100% cotton. The smallest size on these are a size small, so what you're seeing me wear is the smallest size available. You may be able to shrink it slightly in the dryer. Typically these are already pre-shrunk. I can't go any smaller than this, and that's okay. I really like the fit of this. 100% cotton. It's just a great little gym cover-up option for me in the summer months. Or even too, I go bike riding a lot right now, and even when it's hot out, I don't always want to be riding around with a sports bra on, so this gives me a light, airy option I can wear while riding my bike. My favorite sports bra is returning, restocking in 10 different colors. I am so excited about this. We have the Revolution Sports Bra. This has been an OG sports bra that I have loved ever since she first came out. So you're gonna see me wearing it in Margarita. We finally got some Margarita back. Pink Starburst, how beautiful. And we also have Elmar coming back. These three colors are just so pretty together, actually. I hadn't had anything in the solid pink Starburst, and I've gotta say, it is beautiful. It pairs so well with Azul. I really like that color combination. Honestly, it could intermix very well with any of these colors. So beautiful color options plus some neutrals for you. If you've never tried the Revolution Sports Bra, as I said, she is one of the most well-loved sports bras from the brand. I think what's really beautiful about it, that square neckline, it just flatters any different chest size. This is a longer line sports bra that really works for both small chested ladies and larger chested ladies. It is, I find, more of a medium high coverage bra because you have the backside that is really strappy. So it can kind of feel a little bit tighter, but it really keeps you quite locked in. I don't get any gaping on this bra whatsoever. I wear my normal extra small in it. And it's just my go-to bra when I want to have a good sports bra that can do anything I need it to do in the gym, as well as just feel really pretty and feel like I look a little girly. This is a bra that I don't necessarily run in because it is Newbury, which just isn't my preferred fabric for cardio type stuff, but nonetheless, it's a great bra. It is one of my go-to options, and I am so glad that it's coming in so many different colors for you to choose from. I do feel it's true to size. However, I know many women do like sizing up in this if you're kind of in between, if you have larger chests, or maybe if you carry more fat on your backside. You know, lat spillage can be a real thing in this bra, and you want to be comfortable in it with all those straps. You do get quite locked in. So if you are in between sizes on this one and you've never tried it, you could size up. If you've tried this bra before, there haven't been any changes to the bra that I've been made aware of. The double dip sports bra is making a comeback. This one is in our butter fabric. This one originally launched with the Grounds Buffbunny collab collection that came out in the fall last year. This one does have some fit updates to it. I love these types of bras, just very simple, no nonsense, easy to throw on. It's called double dip because you just have that scoop in the front and the scoop in the back. Very simple. If revolution is too much for you with all those straps, definitely check out the double dip. Plus, I do love the butter fabric. It is gonna be lighter support on this sports bra. It's not gonna be great for, you know, jumping around and doing really high intensity type workouts, but for strength training, yoga, Pilates, light walks, it's perfect. So the fit updates they made on it are really nice. Just some minor changes they made. So they reduced the neck width because some people were complaining that the strap was falling off the neck. And in addition, they increased the drop in the armhole. So it's not like as up in your armpit. And I could feel those changes. This definitely felt very comfortable, felt like they perfected the actual fit of it. I'm wearing it in an extra small, and I did get it in the salsa red color, which we do have salsa red coming back. This is just a great go-to bra, to be honest with you. It's no nonsense. I would say if you're like a first-time customer or you're introducing someone to Buffbunny collection, this could be a great starter bra for them to try out. Short line, in my opinion, true to size. I think you can, if you've purchased this in the past, you can size exactly the same, but I do think it's true to size. It's got a lot of stretch to it, so you've got a lot of room there. And just keep in mind, if you are BTC, you are probably going to still have a decent amount of cleavage on this bra, so whether or not you're comfortable with that, you may want to skip it, but as a smaller chested lady, I really do like this bra. It's been 9,000 degrees out in New York, as I'm sure it has where you all live too. I just feel like I cannot stay hydrated enough. Drinking like a fish, yet I just feel dehydrated all day long. Quick reminder, I will be doing that live launch party on July 2nd. That is a Wednesday, so I know some of you may have to work, but 11:30 EST, I will be going live on YouTube up until the sale goes live so that we can go through any and all questions you may have on any pieces from Buffbunny collection that you are interested in shopping. That way I can help you shop the launch. Also, if you do choose to use code KARA throughout the month of July, each and every time you use my code, send it on over to me. I will enter you into my monthly giveaway that will be for $1,000, where 10 of you will be chosen at random and gifted a $100 gift card for Buffbunny collection. Next up, we have the return of the aggressive scrunch leggings. These are some of my favorite. I love the aggressive scrunch. So I got them both in salsa red as well as azul, both of them in extra small, because that's my true size that I know and I love. So let's talk about the details on these leggings if you've never tried them. Per design, they said there have been no changes to them since the last time they've launched. These are a very simple legging, which is why I love them. From the front, no front seam, 26 inches. You have just like a very minimal side seam. It's not super intense, but you do have like a little minimal side seam. And then on the back side, from looking at it here, you can see that scrunch detail, but that is that inner scrunch that is meant. You've got that elasticized scrunch. There you can see it on the inside. That is meant to place into your glutes to kind of help separate your glutes. I've talked about it before. I have a longer booty, and so it doesn't always stick in there as well. But I will say, out of all the Buffbunny collection leggings, these ones, I feel like these and the Miracle leggings make my butt look the best. I think because the fabric is lighter weight, if you can get that tucked in there, it does just really show off your cheeks very nicely. These are some of my most grabbed leggings. If you don't remember, I collabed with Buffbunny Collection 7 Deadly Sins back in October 2023. I can't believe how long it's been, but that's when these first launched in my collection. So it's really cool. They've made some minor changes since they originally launched, but overall, they are just still one of my favorite leggings that I grab all the time. I love these to train in, and these are another one that I grab for lifestyle because they're so lightweight and comfortable. So these aren't going to give you a ton of compression in the waist or anywhere else. Very lightweight. They're not going to sausage your stomach, anything like that. The one downside I will say is I do get some camel toe in both the aggressive scrunch leggings and the shorts. It just depends on how I move them. That fabric being so lightweight, if I'm not wearing the right underwear with them, I can get a little camel on display. So I do like to mention that. In addition, on occasion, people get pilling with the butter fabric. It's not consistent for me personally, and it hasn't been enough for me where I don't want to buy it, but I do like to mention it. If you've never purchased leggings before, I'd hate for you to buy these as like your first pair and they get pilling and you're disappointed. I never want you to have any surprises, so I do like to throw that out there. It's a little bit of a risk sometimes whether or not you'll get pilling. It is delicate fabric, so it's definitely a fabric I wouldn't be laying on a turf, doing stretches, doing warm-ups on, because that would just aggravate the fabric and lend itself to more pilling. But these are just a beautiful legging. I did sticker test, squat test, both the salsa red and the azul. You can see the sticker in there a little bit. It's nothing that bothers me. In terms of cellulite coverage, I would say salsa red is definitely better than azul, but both are pretty good in my opinion. Neither are too bad, but you have a few colors coming in your aggressive scrunch. Just such a good legging. If you've never tried them, now you can get them on sale. It could be a good time to try them. I had to get this Run Club tank. Y'all know I'm a runner, and they did so many fun graphic tanks that it was hard to choose, but this one really spoke to me. I like this tank because the design of it's fun. I went with the black one, and it's full length. So I like having different options for lengths in my collection. You know, some days I'm bloated and I don't want to wear anything skin tight or just be wearing a sports bra. So to have a full length tank like this that is still breathable, they did it in a way where it is a high neckline. However, on the side, it's a very open, kind of like a muscle tank where you get to get a little peek in there at what sports bra you're wearing, which is just a nice element. I used to wear these all the time in bodybuilding, so it's kind of fun to see them come back in, but in better fabric. She's 100% cotton, so with sizing, this is a size small you're seeing me wear, which is the smallest size available, and there's not too much else to say on it. You have a lot of different options for these tanks within the summer restock, so it's just more so about like what graphic speaks to you, what length do you want? Do you want a full length or do you want a waist length? But overall, these are just great little tanks to add into your collection. I love seeing more call outs to running within Buffbunny collection. It makes my little runner heart happy. So had to support and grab myself a Run Club tank. Another one of my favorite sports bras as an ITBC girl returning is the Curve sports bra. Ooh, this one to me is so flattering. And I know my larger chested ladies do like this one as well. There have been no changes made to this sports bra, and you're seeing me wear it in Azul. So it's a high neckline sports bra, but it's not like, it's not choking you when you wear it. Butter fabric, so it's real stretchy. It just feels really light and comfortable. This one does not have any boob pads in there, so keep that in mind. It does have the holes in there if you want to grab some out of another sports bra and add them in there. Reason why they don't have them in there is with butter fabric in general. When they first launched them, it just looked like you had little like saucers in there, like little UFOs, right? And people complained about that. So they figured might as well not have them in there, and then you have the option to add them. At least that was my understanding, if my memory is correct, which my memory is sometimes questionable. So, but anyways, I usually wear this without the cut pads, to be honest with you. I think it's so flattering how it curves under the breast line. It really shows all of your abs, which I like. I have a long torso, and I feel like this with some mid-rise, high-rise leggings really show off more of my abdomen and make me look taller, makes me look not as squatty and short. So the sports bra is beautiful. On the back side, it's just that simple racer back. And I feel like this bra is true to size. I've tried sizing up in it to a small before, and I didn't feel as, I don't want to say supported. I was more nervous about raising my arms and something slipping out in the size small versus my normal extra small. I felt more locked in there where I didn't feel like anything was going to come out. So that can be the concern for my larger chested ladies, because it does scoop right under the breast. If you're doing a lot overhead and moving up and down, the risk of it coming up and showing under boob could potentially be there for you. In my small, I'm pretty locked in. You do have this seam that comes on the bottom. Let me see if there you go. So you see it's got that like double seam that kind of keeps things locked in place. Just keep that in mind. If you're larger chested and you're doing a bunch of jumping jacks or something, there could be a little risk for under boob. But the overall consensus with this bra, for as many times as it launched, she's very well loved. It is one of the customer favorites. It's personally one of my favorites as well. The only gripe I have with it is I always struggle to not get makeup on it, trying to pull this over my head. I know people give me tips with like putting a paper towel on my face or throwing your hair over your face. I do try to do that, but eventually I'm gonna get self-tanner or makeup on my sports bra, but it washes out, so it's all good. I really liked the design for the Legacy crop tank. So this one's a little bit different than the other two tanks that I've shown you so far. I got it in the white and black color, and then I got it in playa, which is so pretty, but I know it's kind of hard to see the design on camera in this one. This one has the white design where it's a little bit easier for you to see it in the white and black. This one kind of reminds me of, it just gives me Rebel collection vibes if you've been around since the Rebel collection. Just that kind of, that look, that aesthetic to it, I really like. These tanks came out with the spring essentials restock, and I grabbed one at the time, and I just think they're so underrated. They are a great little tank top, just like the other two, to throw on over your sports bra. Maybe you're in the gym, but you're gonna head to the grocery store after, and you can just throw on like a little light, airy tank. These are perfect. Same situation being a muscle tank, so it has that really long, deep drop sleeve on the side. Sleeve armhole on the side, so you can see your sports bra. You're getting airflow through there. It's a fun way to kind of coordinate and still show off your sports bra if you're not comfortable with showing your stomach. I really like that these are back. Size small in these. Full coverage on the back side. This one really does just hit me waist length, so it's a really nice length. It's not cropped. It's not going to show my tummy whatsoever. Perfect timing. I took a 2-second break and had a delivery for another item that's coming out. So we're gonna try that one on right here, right now. Actually, before we do that, let's talk about the aggressive scrunch shorts. These are coming back, and I got them in 2 colors. I got them in indigo, and I also got them in the color Mar. I got these both in an extra small. These are listed as a 7-inch short. However, keep in mind with the butter fabric, it does kind of move up slightly. So you'll notice it may sit more like a 6-inch because you do have that scrunch. Remember, you have the scrunch in the glute, just like you do with the leggings. So if you actually tuck that into your glutes, it is gonna fit more like a 6-inch short. These are a great short for summertime. They're lightweight, they're comfortable. They have the same exact design features as the leggings do. So that little minimal side seam, no front seam, that waist is high-waisted, just like the leggings are. And on the backside, you've got that little scrunch that you can tuck into your glutes. Otherwise, it's just that basic V detail. Being lighter weight, and the colors that I got in Mar and Indigo, they do a good job still, I think, with the sticker test and in terms of cellulite coverage. These are shorts that I love wearing for bike rides, for walks, for strength training. I don't particularly like aggressive scrunch anything when it comes to running, because I don't like that seam in my butt crack. You don't ever want anything that's gonna cause any extra chafing when it comes to running. And if you didn't know, your butt cheeks rub together and they chafe as it is when you run, especially if you get sweaty. Butt chafing is a real thing. So I don't like these for running for that reason, but these are an awesome short for the summertime. They also just kind of look cute if you pair it with like a pump cover or like a band tee, just for a relaxed everyday look in the summer months. I wear these a lot for lifestyle. I think they're true to size, just like the leggings are. Extra small fits me perfect. I do get a little bit of camel toe in them depending on how I move them. However, with how stretchy this fabric is, I personally don't like to size up to mitigate the camel toe. I know some people ask me that. If I could try sizing up, I could, but I know I would have too much room in the stomach and in the legs, and then I just wouldn't like them. So sometimes we do have to just make those compromises when it comes to our perfect sizing and what works best, because it's never gonna work perfect for every single body, but I think the team does a great job at making sure the fits on the pieces really do appeal to every body type, whether you're double extra small or 3XL. Did I save the best for last? When is the last time we have had Alpha sports bras? The Revolution, the Alpha, and the Curve are all favorites, which I'm so glad they restocked. So I only got one of the Alpha bras, which probably means I'm gonna go back and get some more, but I grabbed it in the Sunbeam color in extra small. I know this is one of Jason's favorites too. This has always been one of my favorites with Buffbunny because it does give me that titty moment. Gosh, I feel like I have not been able to have a titty moment in a minute. It's been a while since I've had a titty moment in 2025 from the new collection. So I'm happy to see her back. It's a longer line sports bra, but you do get that deep V. So it's a little less coverage in the front, but it's so beautiful the way it's designed in the front. I just think it's so flattering on every chest size. Obviously depends on your comfort level with showing off cleavage. I don't have that much to show, so I'm willing to show whatever I've got to the world. On the back side, it is very simple with just those two thicker straps up top that crisscross as well as on the bottom. It's a really comfortable fit. It's Newbury fabric, so nothing's like pinching, nothing's super tight. It's just a very open back, which makes this a great bra for me for back day because you can really just see everything in action. Definitely not a bra that I enjoy for running, just because of that deep V, that low coverage in the front. For me, I like to wear this more for just everyday workouts, my strength training sessions, going for walks. Light cardio is fine, but not for running or jumping up and down too much. Takes a lot for me to fall out, but still I tend to avoid these types of bras for those activities. But this is definitely a Karakuri favorite. If you have not tried the Alpha, you definitely need to. So we also have one more item that literally just came in minutes ago, and that is the Butter Bandeau. This is only coming in one color, this is coming in salsa red, and I got it in extra small. So I'm gonna try this on right now. so we can review it. I believe kind of similarly to the other butter tank that we talked about. I think maybe the fit was slightly updated, but I know based on the PDF, they did do some improvements on the actual elastic around the neck. This one is adjustable, so you can really, adjust that to your perfect fit, and it's also removable, so you can just take it off and wear a bandeau, which I'm a hoe for a bandeau in the summertime because I like to get out, get a little sunshine, and not have weird tan lines. So my go-to is always a bandeau so that I don't have any lines up top. As much as I can prevent it, I try to. Check my, okay. I don't know how I feel about Salsa Red and Candy Crush. I don't think it's really the best color combo. Oh, I wish they were bringing these back in more colors. I freaking love a bandeau. I'm looking in the TV at myself. So you can see you can adjust it right here as much as you want. And the strap being butter fabric, I have halters from other brands, and let me tell you, this is one of the more comfortable halters that I can withstand for a day. It's not something where I have to pull it over my head because I'm achy or it's hurting me. This one really does feel nice and comfortable. So this is my extra small. You do have a shelf bra in here with the bust pads. And the cool thing too, if you take off the halter, you have little silicone grippies right here that kind of holds the halter in place, the bandeau, I should say. You can also just remove this entirely. So let me do that real quick so you can see. It's almost not even worth getting acrylic nails because I can't do anything with them. Okay, 3 hours later. Woo! Feel a little helpless there. This is where I'm like, Jason, I need you, I need your help. Okay, so I know a bandeau by itself is maybe not for everyone. Maybe it is more of a small-chested girl thing, but I love these for the summertime. I do feel like the grip does help it stay in place pretty good, just so you can kind of see it from the side. These do come down pretty much right above my belly button. So if you're wearing a high-rise legging with it, it should do a meet and greet situation where you're not seeing any of your stomach. I know a lot of people maybe didn't try Salsa Red before. Salsa Red is a little more orangey versus Lipstick Red that we saw last summer. Both beautiful reds, but they do have slightly different undertones to them. So the Salsa Red is the only bandeau color that you're getting. Butter fabric, you've got the halter that is adjustable, and the team did reinforce this so it's a bit more comfortable is my understanding. It's just better construction overall. Did we go through everything? I think I went through everything that I received for the summer essentials. In addition to that, we have candy wrap sports bras making a comeback in a bunch of colors. I had enough of a PR limit. However, I'm just gonna be honest, candy wrap, it looks so beautiful on. I can't wear it. It's too uncomfortable for me where it's just not worth it. So I didn't want to grab one just for it to sit there and not get worn, but it is definitely one of the most well-loved bras. And I find true to size on that bra, but many women do like to size up. You have adjustable straps on candy wrap, but it is almost like a push-up bra, which is why I love it so much. It kind of gives me the illusion of having more boob. But like I said, I can't really wear it much longer than my actual workout time because the metal clasps on it hurt me. It ends up just in general just feeling uncomfortable. So that's one that I don't tend to wear that much. In addition, you have a bunch of other tank options. You have the run crop tank, the lift tank, the leg day tank. There's orchard tanks that are super cute, as well as market crops. So the crops are gonna sit waist. The tank will be more full length. So just keep that in mind, but you have a ton of different graphic options from the restock. Now over in my Discord, I will have the PDF linked if you wanna view that and kind of make some notations about pieces you want from the restock. You can find that in the Buffbunny Babes Discord, which is my Discord. It is not the old main Discord. I just want to be clear. This is my personal Discord, my personal space, but would love for you to join. So I've got all the details over there for the sale. Now, I can't give you set pricing on the sale items, which is what makes it hard for me to really narrow down my top picks because I don't know what the best deal deals are going to be, but I will lay it out for you. The summer restocks that you just saw me go through, those are going to be up to 10% off. The Story of Motherhood collection, the June collection, that is up to 20% off. The Vita collection, Teresa's collab, 30% off, up to 30% off. Everything says up to. That's why I don't have set pricing. I'm a Warrior collection, up to 50% off. The One More collection, up to 60% off. Deadlift, Grounds, Juicy, Snack, Boyfriend, and No Filter are all up to 70% off. Keep in mind, you don't need to enter anything for those discounts, and you can use code Kara when you check out. There is honestly not a lot left from each of those collections that are 70% off. Even this year's collections, I would say we have the most inventory still of Story of Motherhood and Vita and Unbreakable. Like the most recent launches, of course, have the most stock. I did want to give you some of my top picks just real quick from some of those collections. However, one thing I'll say is I have my own closet with Buffbunny collection, and I've got it kind of listed out based on my favorite itty bitty titty bras, my running favorites, my Vita favorites, my travel go-tos. So an easy way to know what my favorite pieces are to shop are to look at my Buffbunny closet. So I'm going to leave that linked in the description box for you to shop my closet, because that'll be an easy way for you to go through and see what I personally like. I've only added in pieces that are A, in stock, which I need to double check nothing's gone out of stock, and B, items that I like and I would repurchase and or recommend. So those are truly all my top favorites, and they're kind of organized by different fun categories. So I think that could be a nice way for you to go through and see what you want to shop the launch. But I did throw some stuff into a cart. No clue on pricing, but I do want to say Desire denim jackets are still in stock, the black, the white. There are some blue denim left, but hopefully those are a nice discount. I would love to see them kind of sell out. I feel like they've had their moment, and it's time for them to just be homed to people. So that's always going to be a top pick for me. I still wear my Desire denim jackets all the time. From the Vita collection, the Posh Knit scrunch leggings, I love. If there's Halo baby tees in stock in your size, those are a must-have. In addition, the Rosita bra and the Newbury notch, we didn't have those in time for the review, but they are beautiful bras that are great for all chest sizes, and they're pretty well in stock. In addition, the Flirty Flow bikini shorts, those are my go-to running shorts. You've got some different color options between a couple of the launches, so I'm not sure the discount on those, but they are a top pick for me. That's all I will run in lately. We also have the reversible racerback sports bra from the Unbreakable launch. I absolutely loved. The aggressive scrunch highlight leggings, I might check those out myself personally. Legacy 4-inch shorts or legacy leggings in general are just such a popular item. Legacy pocket leggings, those are a great go-to, especially if you're a first-time customer. Revolution sports bra. Warrior collection, there's not a lot in stock. That was one of my favorite launches of the year. I have to say the Posh Knit sets, the sports bra and the V-dip leggings, not a lot of stock, but those are definitely some of my favorite pieces from that launch. We have Colorado zip jackets. I understand it's summer, but you will not regret it if you live in a climate where you get cold weather to grab one of those. The Colorado fleece-lined items in general are incredible. That is what I ran in all winter long training for my marathon. For form seamless leggings, those are great, super comfortable, not too compressive. Those are a good item to grab. I like those for running as well. Airbrush Impact sports bra. That one's a gorgeous sports bra, great for running. She's also a little bit sexy. Posh Knit in general is just one of my newer favorite fabrics. So if you don't want to do the V-dip back legging, they have the basic Posh Knit scrunch leggings in stock still. Those would be good to try. And honestly, the Grounds Buffbunny collab, that one hit for me. I'm a neutrals girl usually through and through. And there's a lot of great seamless pieces in there that are still well stocked. So things like the ribbed seamless crops, I loved those. The seamless ribbed bandeaus, those are so good. And they also have that removable adjustable strap. I'm grabbing more of those, 100%. In addition, for accessories, this is your time to grab a running belt if you need one. The ultimate pocket duffel, that pink gingham, it slays my life. I'm obsessed with it. It's my emotional support bag. It comes with me everywhere I go. It's so good. The belt bags are incredible. You've got claw clips, you've got dad hats. Don't forget to kind of look through the accessories as well. This is your time to really grab those things that either you want to stock up on or you want to try. And I know I just kind of like ran through a bunch of stuff real quick, but I wanted to leave things for the live launch party. In addition, I'm going to do a lot of content over on my Instagram. So leave any ideas you have below. What would help you to prepare for the summer sale and restock? Make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel so you are notified. I will be going live July 2nd, 11:30 EST. Come on over and join me. I will help you get all your questions answered for the summer sale. I don't think I'll know exact prices on anything, so sorry about that. I usually don't because stuff is priced differently, but make sure you head over to my Buffbunny Babes Discord. I will give you as much tea and behind the scenes as possible so you have all the details you need to shop this restock. Once again, code Kara anytime you shop, as many times as you shop. Send those screenshots on over to me. You will be entered into my July giveaway where you could potentially get a $100 gift card for Buffbunny collection. I will be choosing 10 of you to win a $100 gift card, so that's a $1,000 giveaway for the month of July. All right, fam, this was a different one because I've never had to do a summer sale and a restock all in one, so I hope this video worked. If I missed like details or questions you have, please leave them down below for me. I read each and every comment and will respond to you and do my best to make sure you get all your questions answered. That's it for me, friends. I will see you over on the live launch party.